Hello and welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Cambo Campbell.
Now, Nelson, I've been led to believe that you were caused an existential crisis the other night by my partner Stacey.
Oh, yes.
In which she revealed to you that she said, I thought I was turning like this one age. But I thought about it, and I'm actually a year older than that. And you were like, no, you're not. She's like, no, I am. And you're like, no, because we're the same age. We're born on the same year. And she goes, Nelson, do the math. And you went, oh, my God.
Yeah, it was really eye-opening.
Yeah.
Well, no, what first happened, actually, was like, because you apparently had the same conversation with her, where she didn't know how old she was turning, and you had to inform her. Yeah. And as she was telling this story, the thought that actually went through my head was, oh, that's funny. I thought Stacey and I were the same age.
Right.
We are. Yeah,
you are, yeah.
We are. We're turning 34?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's so old. It's so old, Cambo.
Do you think it's the pandemic years? Just it like that. The 2 years felt like a year.
Counted. Why haven't we as a society agreed that they shouldn't have counted yet?
I think there will come a time in a few years' time where everyone just doesn't acknowledge them. It's still fresh enough now.
Yeah.
That, you talk like it's still technically ongoing. I don't know. Is it finished yet? Who knows?
I don't know.
But I feel like in a few years they'll be like, and then like we got to 2019 and we moved house. And then 2023, the people are going to skip over those years.
Yeah, that's true.
And no one will ask why. Everyone will be like,
Yeah. True.
Except for maybe like the next generation of kids one day will ask why, and it will trigger us all.
And then we'll hit them.
Yeah. So sorry, that's been building up for a long time.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I kind of blacked out for a moment. You've now got a red mark across your face. I don't know how that happened, honestly. Anywho. Cambo, we should get into it.
Sure. This
first Reddit on Reddit was in the subreddit Tinder. And it was by BlickyBobby727. Should I remove my height from my bio?
Okay, they haven't put their age and sex. How am I supposed to help them? Should I? 28 female.
That's true.
Now I'm without a rudder.
I've got you, Cambo. I've got you.
Thank you.
I'm a short guy. 5'6". Oh, he hasn't put his age.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is move on.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me, and people are entitled to their preferences. I don't think I'm unattractive by any means, other than my height. Oh, isn't that so sad?
That is sad.
That, like, they feel as though they are in the unattractive category because of their height. What a bullshit reason. Okay. I've had success in dating and hookups. I added my height so I wouldn't waste my time or anyone else's time if that's a problem for them. I've noticed I don't really get matches anymore. Y'all think I should remove it? I think if I strike up interesting conversation and disclose it once they ask or before meeting, they might look past it. Edit, most girls tell me to keep it and most guys tell me to delete it. So I'm going to keep it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're after girls, I would do what the girls are saying.
Actually, that's a really interesting kind of little survey there, isn't it? About, what you should do. Because it's actually depressing to me that more men are saying, oh, delete it.
Yeah.
Because they're saying, lie to the girl, sort of. I mean, in a way, it shouldn't be something that you either have to tell the truth or lie to in the first place, or hide this bit of information from anybody in the first place. But they're sort of saying, delete it, because then the vain girls who do judge people on their height, you will have a chance with. And I reckon that's really sad and such bullshit.
Yeah. I also can see. Look, I know that height is a superficial first point of attraction, maybe to be like, oh look, but I don't think it's necessarily the be all and end all of attraction.
Yeah,
Like if someone is really attractive and short, I think that people will generally be like, well, they're still really attractive.
Look at Tom Cruise. He's practically a midget.
Exactly. But I can totally see a landscape, especially with online dating, of guys thinking they're not getting girls just because they're short.
Yeah.
And not because of all the personality failures that they might be actually presenting.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not saying that of this person. This person seems pretty aware of it. But I can imagine a guy being like, Rose not fucking short, man, that bitch.
Yeah, that's right. It is. I would encourage this person to keep it as well, because I think that is totally, like, I absolutely would want to block anybody that might consider my height an issue. And funnily enough, I still actually understand, because the attractiveness between two people is important, I think. But to me, it's a different thing where, like, 5'6" isn't actually that short, really.
It's me, because I'm 6'4" now.
So. It's just a bit shorter.
Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like unless you're extremely tall or extremely short, then you shouldn't have to put your height. But in this case, put your height because you don't want the people that are going to say no to you based on the fact that you're basically an average height. You know what I mean?
Wait, so what's... So, yeah, look, it is short. Like, it's not...
What are we, like 5'11"-ish?
I'm 180 centimeters. What's that? Just shy of 6 foot.
That's exactly 5'11". No, I don't know. I think it's something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just
10, 5'11".
Yeah. Know. Just shy of 6, like the high end of 5 kind of thing. And I would say we're average height.
Yeah.
I have, like, generally big up hair, which I think sometimes, like, throws proportion off.
This guy should get a mohawk, you think? And then recheck his height.
The reason I am so confident with my height is I had one of those scans one time. Have you ever done it where you stand on a platform and a little paddle comes and bonks you on the head?
Yeah.
And I guess it just calculates your height from there.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm exactly, like, to the dot 180.
Oh, okay.
I guess the socks I was wearing maybe gave me a little bit extra.
You shouldn't have worn the socks.
179.999.
Yeah.
And I reckon, and I'm not just saying this, but I reckon that's the perfect height.
Yeah. I've heard that
you wouldn't want to be any taller, and God, you wouldn't want to be any shorter.
I think probably you'll find, Cambo, that it's so average that people are bored by it.
That is also true.
And they're like, I would prefer somebody with a bit of personality that's slightly taller or slightly shorter.
And here's our first world problems, being guys of average height and I would say average, like, measurement.
Yep.
I'm sure we probably both wear 32 jeans. Maybe you're slightly smaller. I don't know. But as soon as anything goes on sale, you're like, well, my size is gone.
Yeah. God damn it. If only I was shorter or taller in any way. Yeah, that's true. We could just put on a bit of weight probably for pants.
Yeah. I went to a gig last night, wanted to buy a band t-shirt. My size was obviously sold out. So I had to go a size up.
Yeah.
Which you can always tend to go a size up, I guess. But yeah, it's you just know your size is always gone.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
You look around at everyone else like you in the room and be like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Absolute sons of bitches.
Do you think perhaps, Cambo, to help this person out, we should advise on some other things they could include into their bio to perhaps like deflect from the height? Like, what if you just put in so much information that, like, the height gets lost in everything?
Or what if you were like, that's the size of 10 rabbits stacked on top of each other? That sounds really big. I would spin the shortness to a positive.
Yeah.
Just be like, absolute short king over here.
Yeah,
like, that sounds good.
No, I reckon that's worse. So, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be proud if you're short.
Well, it sounds like you are, to be honest.
But I think if you call yourself a short king, that's it's going a bit too far.
What if you say others have called me a short king?
Yeah.
Look, I don't want it, but that's what people keep calling me.
Yeah. So
don't call me that, because I get called it too much.
Yeah. People also often praise me for being the short king.
Doorways, not a problem.
Yeah.
Walk through any doorway.
That's true. Have you got something stuck between a small crack, I can probably get it. Oh, no, that's like thinness.
Yeah, that's thinness.
This guy could be like a heavy short guy. Okay. What? Yeah. Limbo? Great at limbo.
Great at limbo.
Great at limbo. Yeah, that's true. You should just insinuate the things that... Don't write your actual height. Yeah, but just insinuate the things that you would be good at.
Yeah, can't ride every roller coaster, obviously.
Yeah.
There are certain height limitations there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're afraid of roller coasters, no problem. Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
So you're saying keep it, but we'll spit it. Oh, you're saying remove it, but imply it.
Remove it, but imply.
Yeah, okay.
I do also like the idea of it's just multiple things stacked up on top of each other to really misdirect. Mm-hmm. But you're like, I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. It is 10 rabbits or something.
You need to
ants? Oh, you could get so many ants.
Yeah, you need to find the value that sounds impressive.
Yeah.
Until you break it down.
Yeah, that's true. It's like 50,000 ants.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. All right. Let's move on. Task
No time, Nelson. I need to skip right to it.
Yeah. This Ask Credit is by Laga. It's a fun name to say. What is your most expensive mistake?
Oh, most expensive mistake. I mean, it remains to be seen, Nelson. It could be this house. You never know.
That's true. Yeah. That's a pretty expensive mistake. At what point is a house a mistake?
If it ruins us, like financially somehow.
Right. So if you have to, the bank forecloses on
yeah, and we lose our house. And
yeah,
like,
and you're like, oh, we put all that money into it, and we literally have nothing to show for it now.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. I would say, and this is not a reflection on me as someone getting married soon, but isn't it 56% of marriages end in divorce?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Weddings must be up there for people.
Yeah,
that was like $60,000.
Yeah, my sister's gone through too.
Yeah, well, We'll get her on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, can you talk about the divorce?
How much did it cost? In fact, I'm pretty sure for the first one, I don't know if I should be saying this. That's fine. Her first marriage, I'm pretty sure by the time she was with her other partner, she was still paying off the wedding for the first one.
No.
That's
I know someone that in their youth, they were probably about 21 or 22, did a huge Europe trip.
Oh yeah.
And the way that they did that was credit cards.
Oh no!
And for years, you know this person as well, but I won't say their name. But they were not financially clever.
Yeah.
And she, for years, just paid and paid and paid. Look, when I haven't seen her in many years, I think last time I saw her, she still hadn't paid it off.
Yeah.
But that can't have been worth it. She was so stressed all the time. I only remember this because she would pick up any shift that was going at where we used to work.
Yeah.
To make sure that she could...
It is a really interesting idea, actually. Let's say, for example, you just know from fact that you'll never financially be able to go on a huge European holiday.
Yeah.
Almost sometimes it's worth going the other way.
Yeah.
Be like, I'll never be able to afford to do it, so I may as well put myself in just huge amounts of debt or rack up over a lifetime. Like, what are they going to come after me for if I've got nothing?
Yeah.
So the trick is convincing them in the first place so that you can pay off a credit card.
Yeah.
I need this $100,000 limit per credit card, please.
He's starting a small business. Possibly.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
In a way, we'll see what happens when I'm in Europe. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing. I thought I have a couple of mistakes. One probably that I think is actually a joint mistake of ours. Mm-hmm. We didn't necessarily incur the costs, but we did set off a fire alarm in a cinema complex.
Yeah, that cost someone money.
That costs a lot of money.
Nelson and I once evacuated an entire cinema complex.
Yeah. Which was how many? 13 cinemas?
Yeah, 13 cinemas. It was a weekend, by the way. Yeah. Point that out.
It wasn't quiet. Sunday morning.
Fire brigade came. That's a call that cost.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
And then they had to get these fans in too. I remember it wasn't just like fans. The first fire brigade that came, because they came and they were like, "Oh, we can't fix this problem," because we had just put a lot of smoke in an enclosed room.
In a closed room in an industrial back corridor that got into an air conditioning vent.
Yeah.
And therefore airflow stopped. And therefore the alarm goes off.
Yes, it was not good. And then, so the first fire brigade turned up. They're like, we don't have the fans for this, because usually when we put out a fire, we don't actually plug in a fan and just hope that it blows it out.
And like your little pedestal fan is not going to clear this out.
Yeah. So then another one came, and I think what's really funny about that, and I feel like enough time has passed that we can just blatantly talk about, not necessarily who, but there were like multiple people that were kind of, let's say, disappointed in us, but also didn't want us to get found out at the same time. Yeah. They were kind of covering for us.
We had people in positions of power cover for us.
Yeah.
They lied to people about what happened.
They kind of put their head in their hands and were like, Cambo and Nelson.
Yeah. The official report is we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But we all in this room, I remember our boss at the time said, here's the file about what happened. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to put it over here. I'm going to put it away. It's not going to where it needs to go.
Yeah. There was, so I remember when the costs came through, what happened was our friend was the site manager at the time. So they got like the invoice from the fire department. There was like, here's
several
$10,000 at least. And she immediately called her boss, who again was also in on it and kind of protecting us away. Very nice people. And she was like, I mean, they were like, I've got the invoice. I'm going to put it in the system right now. You push it through straight away.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
So it was like, put in the system, instantly escalated to the boss. The boss signed off on it straight away.
It went in and went out within like seconds, no one could see it.
That very rarely happens for any other invoice that the cinema would receive. But this one went through really quickly. But I also know that I think it was just under a cap for what would have then been escalated to the next boss above that. So we were lucky in the invoice. Although I think they were going to split it anyway. They did, which is something really dodgy that you can do, is just break an invoice in two.
Yeah.
And so you don't
There's
have to get
all kinds of corporate corruption that covered us.
We caused.
That we caused. And just for context, if you're like, why did these psychopaths do it?
Yeah.
We did it for a short film competition that we didn't win, and we hate the film.
We hate the film. we never want to think about that time in our life. I mean, it was mainly, I feel like it was starting to look good.
Yeah.
Until we said that.
I would say on the shot list, we were at about shot 6.
Yeah.
And
these first 6 shots,
they look
so good.
You wouldn't believe how much smoke and atmosphere there was in those shots.
So funny.
Oh my God. And then it very apparently changes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was, then we're in a garage.
then we are in a garage.
But that was a pretty expensive mistake. The other, I want to say, expensive mistake, and obviously expenses relative to your financial situation, I feel like at the time that you make the mistake.
Oh, definitely.
Mine was when I was younger, and I bought myself off a friend secondhand a BlackBerry phone. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty fancy at the time. BlackBerry's pretty...
You're a very serious businessman.
I was a very serious businessman. This would have been okay if it wasn't like almost exactly around the launch of the Apple iPhone. I got it, like the iPhone was already out. People were getting it, but I was like, nah, I don't know about this thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I think a BlackBerry keyboard is the way to go.
That's got some legs behind it. You know what I mean? And and I
that's
bought
the fruit-based phone I will choose.
Exactly.
Not the Apple, but the BlackBerry.
Yeah. And just like so quickly, because it was such a pain in the ass to use too. It was not as good as having a keyboard on your phone as you would have thought.
Yeah. Because the whole pitch was like, you could do emails on your phone.
Yeah.
With a full keyboard, like a full QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you about my mum's friend? He's like a weird kind of like uncle that's not an uncle kind of figure.
Yep.
Who is always on the wrong side of technology every single time.
Yep.
So when it was VHS and Betamax, he's like, I'm going to buy them all on Betamax, baby.
Yeah,
this is the one. And then VHS wins. And then when
it was better technology, Cambo. He wasn't wrong about that.
And then Laserdisc and DVD.
Yeah.
Laserdiscs are better. I'm going to invest in Laserdiscs.
Yeah.
Nah, I know you got that wrong.
Yeah.
HD DVD or Blu-ray. I think it's HD DVD, actually.
Yeah. Bummer.
The one thing he did do right, which early on everyone told him he was wrong, but like from the 90s, he was Apple over PC.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's like, PC, Windows is clearly, but the long term, now they're like even.
Yeah,
So I feel like that wasn't actually a mistake, but it looked like one for many years.
Yeah.
Like he was Apple way before everyone else was Apple.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Again, because I think it was just like better technology
technically better,
and stuff. They came out with the mouse first. And
Have we ever talked about the winning video format and how it was chosen?
Porn,
yeah.
Everything is based on porn.
Yeah. Whichever one porn adopted was the one that became successful.
Yeah. I honestly think that's why some people thought VR was going to take off. Well, it did because porn adopted it.
Yeah.
But still not that great.
Yeah.
Still, people haven't worked it out.
Yeah.
All right, Cambo, let's move on to Today I Advice. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Today I learned. And also sometimes advice. This advice was posted by Still Tadpole 95550. My 16-year-old daughter has been sneaking out for the past 3 days, and I have no idea what to do. I just went out a few hours ago. My son told me that my daughter has been sneaking out to go see her boyfriend that me and her dad have never heard about, to go hang out and get high. Apparently, they've been dating for a few weeks now. She's been sneaking out while me and my husband are asleep, and then coming back in through her bedroom window. We have no idea where she was getting the weed, but we found pens in her room, and my son said she had been smoking for a few months. My husband was livid when he found out, and as a group decision, we decided to take her phone and all her drugs. We are thinking of installing locks on her window as well. My husband wants to ground her until October and take her door off the hinges. I honestly don't know what to do. Will those punishments be too harsh? I don't want to just let her get off the hook, but I don't want to break her trust either. I really need some tips on how to handle this. Thanks.
You've come to the right people.
We specialize in this sort of stuff.
We know what it's like to raise kids.
I thought to be a 16-year-old teenager.
That too. We're very young. We're very young and cool.
Yeah.
We also smoke drugs.
Yeah.
That's not true for kids listening. So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
I would go, you like weed?
Yeah.
You know, like the cigarette punishment? Where they're like, you like cigarettes? Do you smoke this whole carton of cigarettes?
Oh, get them super
Yeah, you like weed? Rip this bong.
Yeah. I thought, you like weed? We got a lot in the garden. Take them out. That's your punishment.
Yeah, make them do the garden, and then collect all the weeds, roll that into a cigarette, smoke it, and go,
that
weed.
weed.
It's not so good, is it? And you're like, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think you can just do any weed.
Yeah. It's all the same.
Man, that would devalue it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Here's what I think as maybe not so much a form of punishment, perhaps, but like a way to keep her at home.
Yeah.
Is sit her down and say, hey, can you sneak out tonight? we don't really want you here tonight.
Don't you dare stay in.
Yeah. Please.
If I catch you doing any homework,
don't.
I swear to God.
Because I think there'll be this element where she's like, okay, what's going on? And she'll definitely stay home. She'll be like, something's going on downstairs. What's happening? And then the thing is, when she ends up sneaking into her bedroom, they're just asleep. She's like, okay, but she must still stay around. Or maybe something's going to happen. And then the next morning, as the parents, you say, you definitely snuck out. You didn't hear anything. There was nothing like strange going on in the house. Because then they're still confused. Like, wait, something did happen? There was strange noises and things? What's going on? You could keep that up for like 6 months.
Yeah, okay. I think I like this. I like this tactic of, I think there's a sense of like when a parent is into something, it becomes less cool.
Yeah.
So I also think this is parallel to your plan.
Yeah.
Is get really into the boyfriend.
Oh, interesting.
Like, we want to know everything about invite him over for dinner. And then like just
and then we'll all get high together.
Cling on to this guy. Yeah,
in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, what are you smoking, a doobie? Oh, I used to do that. Pretty cool back in the day, or your dad was, you know?
Yeah, that's true. There's definitely an element.
I smoked that exact one.
Yeah. I think there's definitely this element of if you take the like excitement out of something, then people can lose interest pretty quickly. Like, it'd be interesting to see that sort of stats for places that have made weed legal in the first place. I'd be interested to know if, I don't know, how much of an impact that has had of people continuing to smoke weed or starting to smoke weed, even though you might see it as being easier to access.
Do you think
it might actually have deterred people, or not deterred, but lost its appeal? Yeah,
smoking weed for pretty much its inception has been really counterculture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and making it culture, probably takes away like a teenager wanting to do something that is, it's completely okay. Yeah, smoke as much as you want, mate.
Yeah. It's I reckon definitely could. You just play the I'm on your side card.
Yeah. Encourage them to sneak out and smoke more weed is what we say.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Also, you should, whenever you leave the house, go through their window. That takes the excitement out of leaving through the window, don't you reckon?
What if
no matter where you're going or what you're doing, go through their window.
You know she's sneaking out through her window.
Yeah.
So when you know she's gone, lock the window.
Oh, that's good. Actually, can't come inside the house.
And then maybe a note on the window be like, front door's open. And they'll be like, fuck.
Oh, I've been found out. Yeah, that's true. No, I think solve a puzzle too. That's a educational thing.
Yeah. She needs to solve her homework.
Yeah. On the outside of the window is a notebook.
Find what the value of X is. Oh, shit.
Oh. Nah, then she'll just go away and smoke more weed, I think. Can I tell you a story I recently heard, actually?
Please.
This is an anti-weed story and nothing else. But I had a friend's friend who... Well, my friend was like, I'm really upset because I haven't seen my friend in a really long time, and finally caught up with this person, and they told me they were a drug addict. And I instantly went, oh shit, heroin.
Yeah.
And they were like, nope, just weed. They were like, weed totally took over their life, where they stopped hanging out with people that smoked weed. They would smoke weed before they went to work every day, would sometimes say that they felt ill during the workday just so that they could go home and smoke more weed. It's like, it's the story you don't hear as often, like a drug addiction that's just weed.
Yeah.
But like, it happens.
Yeah. It's less addictive.
Yeah.
But like, everything's addictive. Fucking video games are addictive. Like, like
exactly.
Some people will just get addicted to it.
Yeah.
I certainly have known some people. I know people that smoke weed casually, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And people that smoke weed and nothing else.
Yeah.
And you totally can tell.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just been interesting. Actually, I just want to briefly touch on the idea. What do you think about the idea of taking a door off its hinges for punishment? It's
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, I reckon that's actually a pretty intense punishment.
Yeah.
I actually
They don't even do that in prison, do they?
yeah. Well, I mean, you've got see-through doors.
Yeah, bars, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Put bars.
Oh, put bars. Yeah,
But yeah, the idea is to take away the privacy, right? Like...
Yeah. I guess so. And, like, I actually don't even normally care that much about privacy in general.
What about... And I don't know whether this punishment has the same impact from when we're kids, but what about no Nintendo 64 for a week?
Oh, what? No. Can't take away my Mario Kart.
Didn't you say that your mum used to hide something that wasn't essential to your PlayStation or something?
No, they did. They used to hide the controllers for the PlayStation 2, I believe, because it was, or maybe PlayStation 3, because it was a DVD player as well. I think PlayStation 2.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's right.
I was like, well, you can't get rid of the controllers because
we can't use the DVD player.
Yeah, but we actually had the PlayStation came out with like a DVD
remote. Yeah. I didn't have to know that.
We ended up having that, but then it was funny because they'd hide the controllers, and then I would try and play. I tried to play Tony Hawk
with the TV remote.
With the TV remote. It did not work. But then I got old enough, and the sneaky thing I did was I earned a little bit of money. First thing I did with that, buy some controllers. So they would hide controllers. Then I would sneak controllers out, play for a bit until I knew they were coming home, and then I'd unplug it and hide them again. So it was a Uno card reverse, I think, on that one. All right, Cambo, let's move on to shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by I forgot my other password. Well, PW, yeah. The fact that fatigue can be accumulated but not rest is fucking bullshit. I think that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
You should be able to accumulate rest.
Well, what's hibernation for bears?
Yeah, I feel like that. Well, no, they're not really accumulating it necessarily.
Yeah.
They're just sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, they still have to rest in regular.
Yeah, in regular
cycles. It's not like
cycles.
they stay up for 4 months after hibernation or something.
Yeah. But that would be the best system in the world. I've decided that if I had one of those like genie wish granted things.
A genie?
Yeah, genie. I'd be like, this is the thing. If they're like, look, no conventional wishes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes genies do that. I don't know.
It's a real dick genie.
Don't know if you've had much experience with that.
Yeah.
Then my wish would be, I would like to accumulate rest. Because there's also some days as well where you're like, you might be annoyed at yourself that you've like slept in a bit perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe like, ugh, I just wasted the whole day because I just slept until... Actually, it's definitely harder to do as an adult. As a teenager, I feel like I'd be like, oh, I slept like 14 hours. How the fuck did that happen? Yeah. As an adult, I can't do that anymore.
No.
But maybe like max 10, I reckon I can force myself to. But that'd just be so good because I'm like, I haven't really wasted the day. I've just accumulated it for future use. That's good.
So that would be your unconventional genie wish.
Yeah, I think so.
I would, and this is a good one.
Yeah.
They're going to be mind blown by this.
Yeah.
I would wish for 1 million more wishes.
Oh!
Has anyone ever thought of that?
Cambo.
Has anyone ever thought of that? I don't think so.
Yeah. This is how you get around that. I want...
Second genie.
Oh, 1 million more genies, Cambo. That's the unconventional wish. Yeah. Nobody thought about that. Okay, that's good. I was thinking maybe for wealth, you want to say, I want to be the 3rd richest person in the world.
Oh, yeah. That's still pretty rich, though, isn't it?
It's still pretty rich.
Yeah.
But that's how you get the genies.
I want to be so not poor. Like, ridiculously not poor.
Whatever poor is, I want to be the opposite of that. The poorest person on the planet, I want to be the opposite of that. That's pretty good. Unless
they're like, what? Okay, I'll do that in every sense. I'll do that. Technically, the poorest person in the world is alive, though. So to be the opposite of that, I will have to kill you.
True. Just their finances.
Yeah, it would be financially the opposite of that.
But what is the opposite of $0?
Oh, no. You can't multiply it.
Yeah. They're like, I'll give you 1,000,000 times their wealth.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, genies, you've won this one. We didn't think it through enough.
And then they're going, I got another one.
I'll move on to my second genie. Because I've already wished for 1,000,000 more.
It's a trial and error while you go through your genies.
All right. This is a chapter that's by Semi-Sentient Garbage. The relationship you have with your adult children is your performance review. I think that's true.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't want children, I don't want the pressure of when they grow up and they're like, oh, yeah, you know how I snuck out when I was a 16-year-old girl and smoked weed with my boyfriend and now I'm a total dropkick? That's on you.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't seem fair at a certain point. In fact, I've even
How can it be on me? I wasn't even around.
Yeah. I was barely there.
I'm gonna chalk this on to society.
Which I don't contribute to either. So that's not my fault. So, I think because there's this thing, right, that I've heard I think it's for young boys, but there's this thing where boys kind of look up to and follow their father up until the age of like 12, and then they find a mentor or look up to like another male figure in their life. And, it might be like a sports coach and so the trick is try and make that other person not the 16-year-old druggie at school that they get mixed up with or whatever.
Right. So it's their mentor in their preteen to teen years that's the important one.
Yeah, that's meant to shape
pressure's
them
off us then.
Further. I know, yeah. Which I think is a really tricky thing. How do you curate that? How do you who's the next mentor going to be? Oh my God, I'm an uncle. What if I accidentally become some sort of mentor?
You could be the reason a kid's fucked up, even though you didn't have kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing with kids. They're so easy to fuck up. They don't have to be your own.
I know that. Oh, that sucks. That's not fair. That's not fair on me, guys. All right? When you have children, they're your responsibility. Don't let them meet anyone else.
Even though we just said it wouldn't be our responsibility if our kids were messed up. We're saying to you, if your kids are messed up, that's probably on you.
It's definitely on you and not on us who may have influenced them. Think of the kids that are listening to this podcast right now that
I just said we smoked drugs earlier.
Oh, no, Nelson. And
it's not even like we do, and that's like a cool thing. Yeah. We just don't.
We just don't. But do you know what we do, Cambo?
Yeah.
We
clean our rooms,
pay our taxes, and do our homework.
We eat all our vegetables, and we do our homework.
Oh yeah, that's the things that we like to do.
And we listen to mum and dad,
just in a cool way.
Yeah, cool,
really,
man. Cool. I mean, I'm wearing a leather jacket while I do it. It's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, cow mode.
Vegan leather.
Come on.
Obviously, vegan
leather. Vegan
idiot.
Plant-based.
I respect the planet.
Leather jacket. Yeah. Bullets dodge. All right, Cambo, let's get into podnapping.
Oh my God, I'm being podnapped.
Podnapping.
This is Podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic of conversation or a segment from another thing, and we do it ourselves. This week is my week, unfortunately, and I really struggled initially, and then I remembered one. There was a streamer I was watching, actually, and they were playing this game online. I thought, I can do that. And I also utilized my Excel skills. So
You're like a hog in mud, You're in your element.
It's a win-win. This game, I don't know if it has a name. I'm calling it Remember It.
Okay.
It's a memory game.
Similar to last week when I made you remember things from the show.
Oh, yeah. What was your call? Remember It Show Edition.
I think it was called Read on Reddit Audit or Podnapping Audit.
Okay, that's good. What I'm going to do, yes, I have a list of words. I think it's about sort of 50 words per list.
Fuck.
Yeah. This might not be fun for you.
I have
but
a
I feel
terrible
like
memory.
the listeners can play along themselves and see how well they do.
Okay. I assume I'm not allowed to write anything down.
You cannot write anything down. This is a memory only, audio only memory game.
I have such a bad memory. This is not good. Okay.
So the way it works is I might say, I'm going to go through a list of objects.
Yep.
And as I say the object, you tell me whether it's the first time you've heard it or you've heard it previously. So you either say new or old. So you don't have to remember the list of items.
Yep.
All you have to do is remember if you've heard me say it before.
Yep.
So for example...
In our whole relationship?
Yes, in our whole relationship.
Square.
In the will.
I've heard you say that.
I remember you have said it again. So I might say chair, and you'd say new, and then I'd say book, and then you say new, and then I'd say chair, and you'd say
new.
You could say you could say
a different
new,
chair,
and that'd be I'm thinking of a different chair.
First one was an office chair. The other one was a dining chair.
So if you want, you could say old or maybe new or old. It's up to you.
Yep.
All right, Cambo. This is for your house.
Oh no!
But let's see how far you go. I've optimistically gone to 100. But let's see. Okay. Webcam.
New.
Ski goggles.
New.
Whiteboard.
New.
Binoculars.
New. This is going to be boring for a while.
Hammock.
New.
Ethernet cable.
New.
Pottery wheel.
New.
Paintbrush.
New.
Helmet.
New.
Hammock.
Old.
Trumpet.
New.
Whiteboard.
Old.
Easel.
New.
Insect repellent.
New.
Snowboard.
New.
Backpack.
Oh no. Old?
Oh, it's a new one, Kevin. It's a new one.
What was I thinking of? Don't tell me. It's part of the game.
I don't know.
Backpack was new. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to have another? You got to 15.
Okay.
Let's see if you can top that. Okay. Shoes.
New.
Table.
New.
Socks.
New.
Book.
New.
Wallet.
New.
Soap.
New.
Skirt.
New.
Phone.
New.
Earbuds.
New.
Remote control.
New.
Water bottle.
New.
Water bottle.
Old.
Earbuds.
Old.
Toothpaste.
New.
Toothbrush.
New.
Belt.
New.
Keys.
New.
Shampoo.
Old.
New. You got to 17 there that time.
Slightly bad. I mean, we're going to be crawling to 100 at this point.
No. We're not doing. Yeah.
I know.
We won't get to 100, but I'm looking. I reckon you can get to 20 at least.
Okay.
Bro. I have faith in you. Okay.
Okay.
Baseball.
New.
I was actually meant to be baseball bat.
New.
Just in case baseball comes up in
Question.
future. Yeah.
Are all the other words that you've said in previous lists included now?
No.
Okay.
I've tried to purposely not confuse you with that. So these are the new set of words.
I was thinking that the whole time for the second list.
Okay. Sorry.
Being like thinking of the words you also said. Okay. Baseball bat. Yep.
Okay. Baseball bat. Comb.
New.
Backpack. Oh, that one is. Shit. Okay.
Old?
I clearly didn't vet this list. Actually, it's really funny that came up.
Technically new and old.
Yeah.
I've forgotten your second one, though.
Okay.
I know it started with baseball bat.
Let's start again.
Okay.
And apologies that now somebody's going to be from another list.
But in this context, they are new.
They are new. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Let's start again. Baseball bat.
New.
Comb.
New.
Backpack.
New.
Jump rope.
New.
Comb.
Old.
Bicycle.
New.
Golf clubs.
New.
Backpack.
Old.
Scissors.
New.
Golf clubs.
Old.
Notebooks.
New.
Highlighter.
New.
Yoga mat.
New.
Keyboard.
New.
Razor.
New.
Bicycle.
New.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to get that.
Yeah, me too.
I felt it in my bones.
Do you know what? I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's old, but this is the exact same feeling I had last time. So it must actually be new.
You get to 16. You've got 15, 16, and 17.
Pretty
I think.
consistent.
Yeah. All right. Let's go again.
Yep.
Oh, this one. Okay. Yep. Lego.
Old. Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's lost.
New.
Train.
New.
Sheet music.
New.
Play-Doh.
New.
Play-Doh.
Old.
Music player.
New.
Trumpet.
New.
Chess set.
New.
Board games.
New.
Action figure.
New.
Amplifier.
New.
Acrylic paint.
New.
Play tool set.
New.
Gamepad.
New.
Microphone.
New.
Play-Doh.
Old.
Coloring book.
New.
Piano.
New.
Amplifier.
Old.
Dice.
New.
Microphone.
Old.
Music player.
Old.
Sheet music.
Old.
Stuffed animal.
New.
Metronome.
New.
Dollhouse.
New.
Drum set.
New.
Sheet music.
Old.
Coloring book.
Old.
Playing cards.
New.
Board games.
Old.
Flute.
New.
Toy car.
New.
Dice.
Old.
CD player.
New.
Crayons.
Fuck. I have a vague memory. I think it was what? New.
Guitar.
New.
Vinyl records.
Oh, final. New.
Sketchbook.
Old.
No!
What was the other? Notepad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was something like that. Yeah. 38, Cambo.
Oh,
You smashed it. Doubled, more than doubled your previous records. Good job.
Go out on top, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon
Let's not test that again.
I reckon we leave it there. But yeah, hopefully you at home were able to play along to that. That felt like a quick one this week, but no, I'm
We're
cool
at
with it.
regular time, so
Yeah. Oh, Anyway, let's get into the Ask Me Anything, where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can write in and ask us anything you want.
go on from Zimbo. This is a real thinker. Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, balls. That is all. Regards, Zimbo. Mm-hmm. Then they have continued. P.S. Oh, wait, this is supposed to be an Ask Reddit. Balls? Regards, Zimbo. It's a good question. Do we have a balls correspondent?
Oh.
Zimbo, you're now the balls correspondent.
Nobody asked the question.
That's the thing. You tell us.
Oh, we're playing the inner reverse card on Zimbo.
We want a yes or no?
Let's go through just as a test. Mm-hmm. Let's go through several types of balls and give it a yes or no.
Yeah.
Basketball.
New. Oh, sorry. I've just been trained.
True. See, basketball, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Golf ball, no.
And context is important. My own balls, yes.
Yes.
Someone else's balls, no.
No. Yeah.
Balls is a reproductive organ, yes.
Yeah.
But we don't want kids, so no.
So no. Some of those little protein balls, yes.
Yeah. Some of them are too dry for me.
No.
So for a second, I thought you were disagreeing with my opinion. You're like, no. You love them. You love them all. But for the most part, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I would say on average.
Are there
I just went through every ball in the world.
Yeah. Are there more good balls than bad balls? What about a lovely dance, like a wonderful ball?
Oh, now we're getting into...
Yeah.
How about a planet? Is that just a big ball?
We're on a big old ball right now,
Big
Nelson.
ball? That's a yes.
Yeah.
I think...
We're trying to make it a no with all the pollution and such, but we'd like it to be yes.
Yeah. I think
What about
overall...
a meteorite, though? That's a big ball. What if it hits that planet?
Oh, that's a no.
That's a no.
But if it just passes by... It's
That's
kind
a
of
yes.
So,
There you go, Zimbo. We've listened to all the different kinds of balls and given you a yes or no.
yeah. And now you're also the ball correspondent
yeah.
for any future ball-related questions. Well, thank you for adding in Zimbo. If you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast.
Doesn't have to be as deep as Zimbo's question, by the way.
Yeah,
ask
that's
anything.
pretty deep.
Yeah.
So, gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us.
You were just about to say it, and we locked eyes, and you realised. I like to think I gave you a look that said, don't.
Yeah. Don't you dare. Discord.
Yep.
Links in the show notes.
Yep.
And
Leave a review and rate the show.
leave a review, rate the show. Thanks for listening, and we will read you later.